Staff considered all of the uncertainties of the COVID-19 pandemic and examined healthy facility and transportation preparedness and sustainability. Based on that review, they recommend delaying face-to-face learning until such time buildings and transportation will be in optimal condition for students and staff. This includes preparation, purchase of equipment, supplies, and materials, and necessary training, supervision, and formal protocols for dealing with considerably uncertainty surrounding COVID-19. Also, staff reviewed other local school divisions who decided to provide 100% virtual learning.
We are talking about our future when we talk about our students, and there is no cure for this disease. You know, we require vaccinations for them to even get in the building most of the time. And I think I'm going to rest better knowing that we are taking our time in doing this process. If I had my way, the whole world was shut down until a cure was developed, but that's not the case.
There are things changing on a weekly, if not daily basis about, you know, what's the best way to clean an environment. You know, we're talking about having to clean and disinfect areas, buses, et cetera, after we've done, you know, one run or one set of students in the school. And there's equipment that's required for that. There's equipment that's required to ensure that our students stay safe. Masks being available, isolation areas, et cetera. And there's also our teachers who have never taught in this kind of environment. And I think, you know, we owe it to them to be able to phase in their presence in the school so that they're learning new policies, procedures, et cetera. At the same time, they're learning how to distance learn in a lot of cases and learning new technology. So all of that together, they need to be able to phase in their presence in the school so that they're prepared when the students are there. So all of these things add up to, in my mind, the reasons why this is a good idea.
We want our children in the building. We want to teach them, but we also have to balance a myriad of things. And I think this is the way to go. And we will, when the time comes for us to make the decision again, we will use a great methodology to do that. And we will come up with a decision that is in the best interest of our parents, the families that we serve. We love your children here in Fredericksburg. We want to serve them. And we think that this is the best way for us to serve our student population and continue to get the job done that we need to get done as a school system.
We do recognize, I've heard from quite a few people that are worried about our at-risk students, at risk because they don't learn as well virtually because they might be English language learners, early language learners, or special education students, or just students who, for whatever reasons, have not had success with the virtual learning. And I want you to know that we have not forgotten about those students or about any of our students. The same wonderful staff that has put together this plan is still working to make sure that all of our students are reached and that all of our students have what they need to succeed. So there's still a chance that some of those students might come in during the first 9 weeks if we can make that happen in as safe a way as possible.
And so I think that we need to really applaud the team that has put together this plan, because it's extraordinarily difficult to do well in any given time. But then with all the hurdles that we have, you know, this team has really put together a very, as Jarvis said, a very well thought out plan that answers as many questions as we can, and it's evolving and it will evolve. And I think we all have to be flexible. We all have to we all have to understand that everyone's doing their very best to come up with the best for the children of Fredericksburg. And the best instruction and the best way to do it safely.
I have to say that I'm really glad that we're putting the safety of our students and our teachers and our staff as the top priority. That is, that has to be our top priority. And of course, I mean, we're here to see that all of our children are educated. And that, of course, through our instructional plan, I'm really confident that that our teachers, the wonderful teachers, the caring teachers that we have here in Fredericksburg, are going to do a fantastic job educating our students however they reach them. And I'm really pleased with the instructional plan that we have, that you all have been working on, that Ms. Bridey's been working on. And I just, to piggyback on what Malvina was saying, I think that we have to look at this whole pandemic as an opportunity and try to spin it in a positive light. In the grand scheme of life, this, hopefully year of our children's lives will be a real learning experience in a different way. It'll be an experience where they're learning resiliency and creativity and innovation, and how adults can pivot to create experiences that are different but still workable, and just seeing everyone pulling together to make something work. I think that is ultimately historically going to be the takeaway from this whole crisis. And so I just want to make sure that we see it that way.